What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to go through my top 3 picks of sneakers that I believe are the best investments to make right now to make that nice profit return in the future that we all love to see.
It's money going up, but we only going up, man.
And there are going to be 3 sneakers in different categories. So it's going to be the nice new trendy sneaker, it's going to be a nice classic sneaker, and one is also going to be a nice big baller investment for you to make, and that's going to be at the end of the video. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video with sneaker number 1. But before we do that, I would like to remind you guys to like the video and subscribe down below. It really helps the channel out a lot. And if you join the post notifications, you'll never miss when I upload next, which is quite frequently, as you see with my past videos. And sneaker number 1 is going to be the Nike Dunk Low in the Panda colorway. No surprise there. It's been an amazing sneaker right now, so dominant in the industry with sneakerheads, resellers, basically anybody in the mainstream fashion culture has been rocking the sneaker. It's pretty much been the new Nike Air Force One with how many people are rocking the shoe. Because of that, all of the demand for the shoe, and it won't stop for the near future. There will be always people wanting to have a nice retro pair of black and white sneakers that will match with anything. That's what I love about this shoe so much. Its versatility is unmatched with any other sneaker. That is why this sneaker had to be on the list. Everybody's going to always need a pair of these shoes. They're going to gravitate towards the Nike Dunk Panda Low. This sneaker is pretty cheap right now. It's around $230 to $240 Australian to cop, which is around 180 USD. This is going to be a long-term investment. I don't expect it to reach astronomical prices within the next 3 months. But hey man, I don't know what will happen. Maybe some A-list high-level celebrity is going to be endorsing these shoes or wearing them. It will cause a ripple effect to increase the price of the sneakers.
Just bought this new Lamborghini here.
Pretty much, I think that these sneakers are going to do very, very well within the next 8 to 12 months. I don't see this hype of these sneakers slowing down anytime soon. So my resale prediction is going to be around 300 Australian dollars over time and plateau there. Sneaker number 2 is going to be a classic but reimagined. And I actually have a pair of these shoes. It's going to be the Air Jordan 1 High in the patent bread colorway. Now, the bread Air Jordans are one of my favorite sneakers of all time. The Air Jordan 1 is my favorite silhouette of all time personally. And yeah, this colorway is unmatched and unrivaled. Obviously, you can't go wrong with the OG bread band colorway. It's probably one of the most iconic sneakers of all time. And this reimagined version where they coat the upper in patent bread, it's just had to be a must pick up for me. The colorway that I actually had my eye on when it came to the bread were the 2016 retro versions of the shoe, but obviously since those are reselling for around 1600 Australian dollars, it's kind of out of my budget right now. But when these released, I knew I just had to pick up a pair, and they were actually not that expensive as I would have thought. These are currently reselling for around 400 USD or around 320 US dollars, and I think that these are really undervalued right now and underpriced just because it's an OG Jordan 1 with a very interesting twist to it. That's why I think that these sneakers do have the potential to hit some big numbers in the near future. It's at a really low price right now to accumulate. It's been plateauing at around this $380 to $400 Australian dollar price range, so I think it's a really great time to accumulate if you do have a pair of these shoes. And they did release earlier this year, so we can expect to see these sneakers to jump in price in the near future as more and more people collect this shoe or seek it as a cheaper alternative to the original Air Jordan 1 breads or the 2016 version that's been very, very popular. I see these sneakers hitting the 500 Australian dollar range sometime soon, which is around a 30% increase in the current market prices. And not to mention, they are just a nice visually appealing sneaker. If you're buying these to invest and hold into them, the only danger I see is that you might un-DS them to wear them for personals. Now, like I said earlier in the video, the last sneaker on the list is going to be a big baller investment. It's not going to be a viable investment for the majority of the sneaker investors or resellers out there with a small capital. And my big baller sneaker investment of this video is going to be the Air Jordan 1 High Travis Scott's. And my rationale towards these being a very viable sneaker investment to make in the future, it is rumored that there is no longer going to be any more Travis Scott and Nike collaborations for the foreseeable future, and I think the olive olive Jordan or the olive Nike Dunk Travis Scott's are going to be the final sneaker on the list to be released later this year. So that means that just like what happened with the Chicago Off-White Jordan 1s or the UNCs, since the end of the collaboration, these are just going to keep going up in price. It's definitely such an iconic sneaker. It is a very visually appealing sneaker, and it's just a very nice shoe to have in the collection. I do think that these are going to skyrocket in price over time. They have already been increasing in price. They've gone from around 1,600 Australian dollars in March of 2020 to reaching prices of 3,000 Australian dollars, which is absolutely amazing. It's pretty much 2x'd from the bottom resale price. I see these sneakers going up significantly in the next 2-3 years, and I do think that is going to be a statement when it comes to sneaker culture as a whole. And yeah, you can't go wrong with a sneaker just like this. I only recommend you invest into the sneaker if you do have the sufficient capital to cover the costs, just because it is kind of pricey at around 2,900 Australian dollars. But if you can get these for a good price, I do think that these are going to hit around 5,000 Australian dollars within the next 5 years, which might be a bit ambitious, but if any sneaker can do it, it's these. But that is pretty much going to wrap up this video on my top 3 sneaker investments right now. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe down below. Let me know your thoughts on your top 3 sneaker investments and what other sneakers that you'll be investing in. I wanted this video to sort of tailor to every single part of sneaker resellers as a whole. The low cost of investment, which is the Nike Dunk Panda lows. Around the middle tier is the pattern bred Jordan 1s at around a resale price of 400 Australian dollars, and obviously the people who really want the big investments and the big solid investments, just like the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 highs. I do think that these are a nice slow investment, just like the S&P 500 for stocks. It is a very good growth sneaker that will steadily increase over time, not anything unstable like a drastic exponential increase, but a nice slow and steady trend to make some guaranteed profit over time. But yeah, that's been it for me. I'll see you guys in another video. Take care and peace out.